Blog Talk Radio.
Aloha, everybody. This is Jennifer O. calling from Hawaii, Kailua, Hawaii. Hope everything's going well everywhere. Today's show, I am going solo, so we do not have any co-hosts, and I see that I have callers on the line already, so just bear with me. We are going to do many readings today, so if you're out there and you want to get a mini reading, you can go ahead and call in. It's on any subject, whatever, career, love, and money. 917-889-3526. And we'll go ahead and answer I will answer whatever question that you have. We only have 45 minutes, and we're filling up super quickly. So I wanted to mention, if you're not on my Facebook, I talk about everything that's coming on, the upcoming shows, and all of those sort of things. So you would want to probably go to my website, jenniferopsychic.com or hawaiipsychicjen.com. I have my little Facebook button there. Press, add me. I add everybody on there. You can see what events that I have coming up. You can see what's happening with the Blog Talk Radio show and any readings and different things that I'm doing. Also, I have a Twitter, so you can add me on the Twitter. And if you want any more information, you can email me. That's where you find out anything more on if you want to do more readings and or like a more detailed reading. And for everybody that's holding on the line, I'm going to try to keep to one question per person because my switchboard is just swamped. So if you just kind of think of what question that you want to go over and have answered, that would be great. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started with this first caller, and hopefully we won't have technical difficulties like we did last week, but everything seems to be running smoothly so far. We have area code 951.
Hi, Jennifer. I'm so excited to be able to talk to you.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh, don't lose me. Don't lose me.
I spoke too soon on the technical difficulties, apparently. So I have. Okay, 951, you're there. What can I help you with?
My husband and I currently live in the mountains about an hour and 40 minutes from our children and grandchildren, and I want very much to move back down the hill closer to our family. The problem is we own a home. Will we be able to sell that home for a decent amount to be able to move back down the hill closer to our grandchildren?
A couple of things. I feel like the real estate in your area is not good timing for you to sell your home. But
yes, I know.
If you wait, because of the market, et cetera, as you know. But if you wait, and I really think that you could probably, if you tried to and really wanted to and kind of undercut the market, you could probably sell it within about 3 months. However, I do not recommend that because I see a little bit of recovery on the market, and towards the end of the year, about 6 months to the end of the year, if you can hold on, which I think that you can, although I know you don't want to because you're impatient and you want to do it, and I understand that, but you're ready to do it now, and you're kind of like, well,
I am.
You're missing everybody, and you're missing, hanging out with them and having to have quick contact, with them, and that's really a great thing because a lot of people don't even want to live near their family. They move 5,000 miles away. So that being said, I think if you wait more towards the end of the year and just kind of chill yourself out a little bit on the impatient part, if you list it around November of this year, you will sell it with it really quickly after that. It may be January-ish by the time that you wrap up, but you will be happy with your sale, I want to say. You will have benefited financially.
If we move a little faster,
you're not going to be near in the financial position.
That we need to be.
Well, yeah, you're not. You would be able to make it work just like everybody can make it work, right? But my suggestion is to you, the year's going to go by anyways. If you are going to be in a substantially better position or I see a substantially better offer by waiting 5 or 6 more months or whatever down the road, it's just 5 or 6 months. And it could be I see it being like a substantial amount, maybe tens of thousands or something, 10,000, 20,000. I think that's worth.
Wow.
If somebody were to say, I'll give you, $10,000 for you to wait, or $15,000 for you to wait to sell your house for 6 months, would you do it?
Yeah, my only worry is that puts us into another winter. And if it's another winter like this last one, oh boy.
Well, see, but then you're going into the worry. You don't even do that. You don't even focus on that. I mean, the universe is bigger than the winner. God's bigger than the winner. What you do is you focus on, look, I want to have this amount of money, and I'm going to put it on the market at this time, and choose your own time. If you don't like my timeline, you can choose your own time, but I'm telling you, that's when I see the best time to put it on the market, and there would be a buyer that's interested for whatever reason. Timing's right for a certain buyer at that time that's interested in your home, is willing to pay a good amount of money. So that's why I want you to wait. You can do whatever you want to. That's when I see the best thing happening. And don't worry about the winter. Don't think of all the other circumstances, because if you wanted to, you could sit there and make a list for a half an hour of why you shouldn't wait, right?
Right.
Hence why you called me also?
That's why I called you. I knew you'd give me an answer, and a good one. So.
And just for everybody on the line, don't ask something that you don't want to know, because I will be straight with you. But there is a positive to everything, and also I'm really good on timing, just so that you know. And I've actually done a few things on home sales, and I've been real correct on that. Not that I can't ever be wrong, because everybody, they can be off. But my timing is one of my higher skills. So, okay.
Okay, I will plan on November then.
Okay.
I will plan on November.
And during the time, please, during that time, decide how you want it to go. Decide it's going to be really easy, that the timing is going to be perfect, and somebody's going to come along right at that time, and just feel how nice it's going to be. Just feel how relieved you're going to be, and how glad you're going to be that you waited and got the extra money, and how simple it seems just to wait that long. Do that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jennifer, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Got a lot of real estate questions lately. Everybody's thinking of moving with different jobs and things of that nature. It looks like we have somebody on Skype. Can you hear me?
Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Hi, my name's Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
Hi. I was calling to see if you could see if my finances would get better sometime this year.
You're having a pretty good hiccup with your finances, right?
A what?
A hiccup, a pretty good hiccup with your finances. I feel you being very worried, and I feel that in about 3 months, you're going to have a little bit better, where it's going to move up a notch for you. And you're going to be like, well, this feels better, but I want it to feel a lot better. So after, it's going to be probably January into next year when you start really getting more comfortable again. But in 3 months, something shifts for you, and you do get a little bit more of a boost in income, or some type of bill goes away, or something to where you feel like a little bit of relief, okay?
Okay.
But then into January, you really start feeling a lot more secure, and just more like you can really breathe, and maybe even think about doing some extra things, because I feel like you've kind of cut out some of the extra things right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're really bare boning it. So by January of next year, you're going to be where, hey, I could maybe do this or do that. You're going to have a little bit of extra money to where you're really feeling better. But the good news is, Brandy, that from January on, I don't see you having this problem again anytime soon. So, you go through it now, you kind of get out of it pretty well by January, and then you're kind of more smoother sailing for a while from there. So that's the main thing. I like to see everybody go into the future and just, be good.
So I won't have any financial problems for a while after that?
No, not for a while. I feel it levels out for you in January, to where everything feels a little, I want to say a lot more stable, because I feel like it hasn't been stable for you in the past, and every time you try to get your head above water, there's another bill that comes in. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it just feels like, you know, once you get ahead, then something happens, and then it brings you back 3 steps again, and then you try to make forward, and then it just feels like a really up and down, a lot of up and down. And I feel like in January it just starts to even out for you, and things start looking a lot better. It may have something to do with the job or something, but I feel a lot more stability. I keep hearing a lot more stability in January for you.
Okay, great. Well, thank you.
Okay? You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye. Oh, I have a lot of callers. It is really trying to get through so I can answer everybody's questions. Again, if you haven't put me on your Facebook, please do so. It's Jennifer O Intuitive, and you can find that on my website very easily. That is the Jennifer O Psychic.com or HawaiiPsychicGen.com. You can add me on Facebook and Twitter. You can find out about readings. I have a lot of my articles on there. We have area code 604.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hi, Jennifer. My name is Philippa. I'm calling from Canada.
Wonderful.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. I had a question about an ex-boyfriend. His name is Stephen. I haven't spoken to him in a long time and have no way to contact him, and I've just recently been dreaming about him a lot. And I'm just wondering if I can call upon you to see if you intuitively feel that he is wanting to communicate with me or that he'll try to contact me.
Funny that you mentioned that, because actually when you said that you'd had this ex-boyfriend, I felt he's wanting to contact you.
Okay.
Like he's thinking about you. I feel that he doesn't. There's some obstacle preventing him from contacting you. I don't know if you're in the same place, or he maybe lost your number, or maybe he's hesitant about doing so. But I just feel like there's something standing in the way. I also feel like that don't try to find him.
Okay.
Because I feel like it has to do with something that he's got to work through. I kind of feel like if you contact him, because I still feel there's a hesitation there with him contacting you, it's stuff he has to work through. Okay. And so he needs to work through some emotions with contacting you, and he wants to talk to you about something, or maybe he's changed or going through something in his life that he just thinks, oh, I wonder, I really miss this conversation that we used to have, and I really miss talking to her, So you've been on his mind, and because it seems like you guys had good conversation, or you were also a good friend to him, right?
Yes, I was.
So I really feel that he's missing that connection, like, I feel like at this point in his life, he looks back on that as something like, because it seems like as he's got older, he's realizing that was really neat to have a spouse, or not a spouse, a relationship where you could have conversations with somebody as a friend. Because I think that he's realized that doesn't always happen with all relationships.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but the timing, and I know you want to try to kind of reach out to him, because I can feel your heart wanting to reach out to him, right?
Yes. Yes.
So don't do that, because it needs to be something he works through, and when he works through it, if he contacts you, wonderful, and just allow it to come to you, allow him to come to you, just because it needs to happen that way. If you do it, it'll make him jump back and back off. Okay, does that make sense?
It makes absolute sense, yeah.
Just be aware, and if he contacts you, really have an open ear and really listen to why he's contacting you, because I think that you might be able to help him work through some stuff, and just be more of an ear. Be more of a, well, what's happening, and so that he's not feeling a lot of pressure or anything, but he's more just really, because I feel like you need to be a sounding board.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time, Jennifer. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for calling. It was so wonderful to hear from you in Canada, and I hope the weather's good. It's kind of cloudy here. I can't wait for summer. But and if you're not on my Facebook, please add me. I like to talk to all my Facebook friends, and we do this show every Saturday. So keep listening. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
luck.
you, Jennifer. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. I love hearing from callers all over. We have such a great, huge, vast pool of callers. It's wonderful. 281, how can I help you?
Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I didn't put my name in the queue. I actually was calling in just to listen again, but I'll be happy to ask a question. I guess I was supposed to ask a question, huh?
Well, obviously, that's what I was going to say. Obviously, you were supposed to ask a question. So what question comes to mind?
Well, let's see. I have a job, but I know where it's heading. I've got a great relationship. Can you tell me, how about, since I've been to Hawaii, what's my connection with Hawaii? How about that?
Well, when you're here, you actually feel a very strong draw to the islands, right?
Yes.
I mean, it sort of feels like home, and it's like, it's really weird for you because you're kind of looking around going, why does this feel kind of familiar? Or just feel like good right in your heart center, yeah?
Yes.
It's because you have past lives here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so that you lived a past life here in a Polynesian type culture. So you actually, I don't know if you're drawn to the luau's or the fire shows, but you actually were in a type of tribal dance type person, or like, I don't even know what this is, but this is what I'm seeing, and I live here, for crying out loud. But I know that there's some type of tribal thing that you were in that had a ritual that had to do with dance, and it was a very spiritual chanting. And that's where you lived your past life here. So you actually would have if you come back, there are some amazing heiaus. And because you have that really spiritual connection with the island and with the chants and things that you would do with talking to, you guys would chant to God, or you would chant for peace, or things for, like if someone was sick or things like that. Apparently, and you might want to research this, and I don't even really know about this, but I see it. Apparently, there was a group of you that knew how to do this dance and these chants, and you were used in the village or whatever that you were staying in if somebody was sick or any of these things were happening. So in Hawaii, there are heiaus, and those are very spiritual places with really amazing vortexes of energy and different things. You feel so incredible when you're there. And if you come back to Hawaii, try to visit a heiau. Ask somebody local where some of the heiaus are. There's several. Because you will be like, wow, this is, I feel something I've never felt before. So you actually, that was your past life here. It's really, it was a special life because apparently this group of people, you were sort of groomed up that way to learn from your elders. You were brought in specifically picked, and you were taught the chants and the dances to help bring spirit communication or spirit help to healing and or whatever that the tribe needed. So that's really amazing.
Yeah, I'll be back, and I know that I'm trying to remember my kahuna lives.
Oh, yeah, there you go. See, and that would be why that, because that is a really prominent thing that you did. And the heiau, when you go to a heiau, I do believe, and I think that you'll be out here within the next year and a half. I don't know if you know that or not, but I see you coming out within a year and a half, and you will visit a heiau. You are going to have just a strong, it's going to be almost a physical experience where you're like, whoa, and then you're going to start having some remembrance after you leave.
Excellent. I'll look forward to it. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day, and I'm glad that you got through. That was really fun for me to see. Now I'm going to have to go back, and actually I have some very, some kumus, and I have a kumu Karen and a kahu, and I will ask her about those tribal dances and things. She'll know all about it. She teaches Hawaiian values, so I'm going to look into that.
That'd be cool. Maybe I could find out which island to go to. That'd be great. We could hook up.
Yeah, that would be great. And I don't think it'll matter. Kumu Karen and all of us were on Oahu, but I think that you'd be happy with any of the heiaus. And you have a wonderful day.
You too, Jennifer. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Everybody, we still have a ton of callers. I'm getting through them as quick as I can here. We have a area code 610. Aloha.
Aloha.
How are you?
Hi, how are you, Jennifer?
Good. What can I help you with?
Hi, my name is Sonia, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi.
What's your question?
I had a question about career. I just have this puzzling question about this new role I'm going to be at my job of being, kind of placed
You were
in
given
a
a
position.
sort of a, yeah, because I was going to say you were given you were moved positions into more responsibility. Does that sound right?
Well, actually, I've been changed to another department. I mean, it's still happening. I'm still transitioning. I believe they're in the process of hiring a new person that will replace me, and I'm going to be at certain, maybe the next few weeks. I'm not sure when I'll be placed totally into my new position. But I
feel that are you real not excited about this? Because I'm feeling real tired, very stressed, and a lot of responsibility with this shift, and really, again, tired. I mean, I'm not feeling like you're really, I don't know if you realize the effect that this work or job has on you, but are you noticing the stress and the heaviness and the tiredness that you're getting from this job?
Of the existing job or the new job?
The new one that you're going to have. I just feel it's it's going to be a little draining for you.
Right. I mean, it's something more that I guess I've been looking forward to, and I've been wanting to move in that department for years, where to the point I thought, well, it's probably never going to happen. Most likely if I want to work in my area, I have to just move on to another company. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, the opportunity presented itself, which I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It's a good thing. But,
that's kind of a test. Spirit does that in a way sometimes. It's really interesting, and I think it's fine. It's just something we all got to go through. Sometimes when you want something really bad and then you decide, okay, maybe I'll just move a different direction, they'll give you what you want, like it'll come out of the blue, and then you have to decide. Okay, am I going to go ahead and take this, or am I going to move on? So it's sort of a test for you to decide. Are you moving over to that area, or are you going to move on?
Yes. Yes, I'm moving over.
Yeah, but let me tell you what I see with this job. I mean, I didn't even really get to your question yet, but I do see that when you make the shift over into this department, you're going to be, and I don't want to say this, I don't want to make you feel like anything strange, but after you're in there for a while, you're just going to feel sort of a little disappointed, like it wasn't everything that you wanted it to be. And it's not going to be because of the job necessarily, though. It's going to be because I feel you shifting as far as what that you want to do for the many more years in career. So I feel like your interests have sort of shifted a little bit, and so that's fine. And I think that when you move over and make the transition, you should give it a little bit of time. And then I think that you're going to decide that you maybe want to switch careers or maybe switch companies. Is any of this making any sense to you?
Well, I mean, company, yes.
Okay.
I don't think they have everything that they can offer me, despite me being there almost 7 years.
Well, I just feel like you kind of. I kind of feel like you've. Sometimes we go through stuff where we've taken. How do I want to say? You've spent your time there. You've given them all that you needed to give them. You've kind of gotten everything that you could get out of that company, and now you're ready to move on. So what I'd like to see you do really quickly is I'd actually like to see you go into that position and do it, and just go into it with an open mind and an open heart. But after you realize that you probably it's not what you were looking for, it didn't fulfill what you were looking for the future, then just start looking at other places. And something will open up for you, because I believe that you go into that company and switch jobs, you go into that job and switch companies by maybe the end of the year or next year, because you have a better opportunity.
I see a better opportunity coming along.
Yeah, I do. But it's going to be also because you're looking. Don't stop what you're currently doing because of an opportunity that's coming in the future. Continue on the path. Continue switching into that other position. Keep your eyes open. Open your eyes and heart and see if you want to do it. I think when you decide that it's probably not all it was cracked up to be in your head, you'll start to put your feelers out there, and an opportunity will come your way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and it will be with a different company. Okay?
A different company. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You have a great day.
Thanks, Jennifer.
You're welcome. Mahalo. All right, we're getting to our next caller, which is going to be a 301. Aloha.
Hello. Hello.
What can I help you with?
Well, I would like to know will I be able to transfer to my prospective colleges for fall 2010 undergraduate admissions. I am currently waiting for decisions from colleges I have applied to in the New York area, New England region, New York University, Boston University, Brown University, Columbia University, Yale University, and Yale University.
So what's your question? Are you going to be able to what? Transfer from the university that you're currently at to a different one?
Yes.
And you are waiting to hear from several different ones?
Yes.
Okay, I feel that you will be able to transfer. It's not going to be your first or second choice, maybe your third.
Okay.
Okay? But you're going to be able to transfer, and it'll go just fine.
And then I'll be able to leave. Then I'll be able to leave my...
I see that you will move. I see whatever happens, you move universities by next year, I believe, or something. And so don't even give anything a second of thought. The reason you're picked up at the one or transferred to the one university is because you're supposed to meet some people or different things that happen at that university. So know that when the university that you transfer to, that is where you're supposed to be, and it will set you up nicely for your career. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Mahalo. Well, that was a quick and easy one. I think things are going to go really well for her. Whoops. Okay. Shoot. We had an area code 586, and I think that I just accidentally missed you. So call back 586, and I will put you on next. Area code 813. Can I help you?
Yes. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for taking my call.
Hello.
The reason why I'm calling, I wanted to know if you notice anything significant that is going to happen in my life within the next 3 months.
Okay. Can you be more specific?
Well, I want to say my career, really. That's what I really want to know. My career and personal life, but if it's only one, I'll take career.
Okay, well, let's get into it. I like to give a detailed, accurate question. So are you concerned about a career shift that is, like, unbeknownst to you, or are you looking to shift in career? Because it kind of seems, are you worried that maybe you're going to have a layoff or something, or what's happening?
No, I'm just ready for something different.
You're ready for something different. Okay. I see you actually having, let me think. Career. I actually feel that it's a good time for you to leave the position or the career or place that you're in. And let's see, it looks like summertime that you're going to have an opportunity to get out of the place that you're currently in, your workplace. I don't think that the workplace that you're in right now, the environment's not real great for you. Does that sound right?
Yeah, you're very accurate. I don't like it there. And I don't see me growing there. It's a new company, but I don't see me growing there.
Well,
and
your personality.
And I want to move out so I wasn't sure if that's going to happen.
Where? For what? I'm sorry.
I wanted to move out of this state to another state, and I wasn't sure if that was going to happen.
I think that you would have an opportunity to actually move out of for a career if you start looking and putting resumes out in about 5 months. And that seems like, to me, 5 months is showing me right past August somewhere. So I don't know if that's right. I tend to get months and numbers at the same time. So I see that you actually have an opportunity, yes, in about 5 months. But what I'd like you to do is I would like you to start applying at some of those places and seeing what's out there. Maybe visit the place that you want to move to in the summertime and take some resumes around, because I feel that when you go to those places, I feel that you will literally talk your way into the door at somewhere that you want to work. So don't just rely on sending the resume. I feel that when you go, if you want to move the area, you absolutely can, but the key is to send out some resumes and then end up hand delivering somewhere, because you have a very good skill set and you're bigger than the place that you work in right now. Like your skill set's bigger, your personality's bigger. You really they they can't even utilize you well because, like you said, they're small. So you need to move on to another place that you can really move up. And I feel that if you move in 5 months and take a job in it seems to be a pretty good-sized city. I don't know where you're thinking of moving to, but it's not a small town. But I feel that you will actually move up in that company rather quickly. So look at moving in about 5 months.
Okay. Thank you, Jennifer, for taking my call again. Have a great one.
You're welcome. And also make sure that you get the resumes out, because you have a specific area that you're kind of thinking of moving to that's a city?
Yeah, I was thinking about Austin, Texas, or Houston.
Okay. I knew you had a specific area and city that you're thinking about moving to, and I want you to start looking in that area and sending out resumes like crazy to that area, and make one weekend or something where you go and drop some resumes off, because I'm telling you, somehow you talk your way in the door somewhere. There's some place you would drop your resume off that maybe wouldn't even be hiring, but they would love your personality and what you have to offer so much that they would bring you in. And it's a bigger company. It's not a small one.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we have, I found you 586. I'm going to get you on the line. Aloha.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We got disconnected for a minute there. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you? My name is Marcia.
Good. Marcia?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
My question is about my job and my finances. I've been trying for a while, and I don't know where to go. I'm kind of lost right now because I lost my job, and so I'm trying to start over.
Okay. I feel like the town that you're in doesn't seem to have a lot available right now. Does that sound right?
Right.
Okay, because I really feel like it's not necessarily you, it's the economy of the town. Is the town that you're in a little smaller?
I'm in Michigan.
Oh, and it's not. But are you in a suburb area or something? Like, where are you at? Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm in a suburb area of Michigan.
Yeah. I feel like, and are you? I feel like if you apply in the city or closer to the city, that you actually, it's a lot of money to commute and that sort of thing, or with parking or transportation, and then does it even make it worthwhile? That type of thing, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So have you been applying more close to where you live?
Yeah, I have, because. Yeah. You know, everything, my vehicle doesn't run that well. And
exactly, and that's what I see, because I feel that where you're applying isn't working, I mean, and there's just nothing there. I feel that you're hesitant to apply in the city because of the transportation, and plus because by the time that you drive and pay for transportation, et cetera, that there's, not much left of the paycheck, plus not to mention out of your day. But is there another one or two suburbs sort of around you that you haven't applied at yet? Because I feel like that you can kind of do a shift. It's actually, I feel that the city, the particular area that you're at, is real suppressed right now for jobs. But I do feel like that there's a medium in some office work or something that you might be able to find in 3 months, and that seems like a long time to you. I feel you panic a little bit when I say that, but I feel that it's like a small office. I don't know if it's an insurance company or something like that may not be in your particular suburb, but somewhere very near there. And I also feel like it's important for you to not just send resumes in or apply online, but to go to some of these small companies that you maybe think could use some office help, because I keep seeing office help. Did you do this before? Or
yes, I was a shipping clerk. I used to run a shipping office.
Okay, so that's why I'm seeing office stuff. Okay, but I also feel like that's the place you get a job, and I keep seeing insurance companies or something like that. So but what I would like you to do is actually go in and hand deliver the resume, because I feel it's kind of like the caller before, but a little bit different. Your presence intrigues them and makes you look professional, because I feel that you know how to look professional, and that they are going to look at you as starting you in the front office type part, but then you maybe would move into office management or something like that in the future. So hand deliver some resumes, get dressed up for the part like you're going to work, and take some to not just your direct suburb area, but like a little bit further out, not all the way into the city, but a little bit closer to the city. And check out. I keep saying insurance companies. Start calling some insurance companies and asking if they are hiring like office help or something. And then if they say yes, you can fax a resume. Don't just fax it. Go to that place. Because I feel like there's one that's going to need some help, and I feel like you're not going to find it in the paper or like something like that, okay?
Okay.
So start going through your phone book and call some of those insurance companies and just see if they're hiring. Okay?
Okay,
and don't get discouraged. Yeah, don't get discouraged, because I think it's going to still take a few months, but don't just stop, because I do see you getting a job in one of those places.
Okay.
All right? And
Thank you.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
All right, mahalo.
Bye-bye.
Bye. A lot of career questions today, and we have a caller 561. Aloha.
Aloha. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty well. This is Kasha calling from Florida, and luckily my job is going well. So I have a relationship question. Yay, I know in these times.
You're going to ask about you're going to ask about a relationship, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this guy for like the last 6 months, and I'm just not happy, and I've been trying to break up with him. He just doesn't seem to get the point, and I don't think that he will until I have a new person in my life. And I'm wondering, do you see me meeting anybody new?
Not while you're with this boy, no. And
not at this point.
Well, I think that I do see you with somebody new in December. But part of the problem is I feel that I see you being nice to this guy that you're dating. In a way that, like, you kind of don't want to be mean to him and go, like, seriously, stop calling me. You know what I mean? I feel like you're trying to let him down easy. Does that sound right?
You know what? No, actually, I've been straight up mean and nasty to him, but he keeps coming back like a bad penny.
Well, he's not even buying this, so he just thinks that you're whatever. Yeah, he really isn't buying that you're not going to be together. And because are you sure? Because I see you guys, like, even if you're being mean and nasty to him, I kind of see you guys still, like, you taking time to communicate with him, or you see him places or something. Because I feel like, you know what I mean? Do you hang out with him at all?
Not really. I guess, when he gets down and he sends, like, really, sappy or sad text messages, I just, encourage him. Tell him, come on, it's not that bad.
That's what I mean, right? I'm going to stop you right there, because that is exactly what I'm seeing. When I say that you're being a little nice to him and that I still see contact, that is the problem right there. So if you truly want to get rid of him, that is right there is what keeps him hanging on to you. And he's a little tricky, because if he starts feeling you pull away, he'll switch gears into that. He's smart. I mean, he'll switch gears into where he knows he can pull you back in a little bit by you being nice to him with a text or whatever, okay? So that is exactly what I'm talking about. So if you really, truly want to cut ties with this person, at this point, you really need to cut ties. Like, no texting back, no calling back, no communication, and just let it be. And I feel like he gets really upset when you do that, by the way. Like if he sends you texts and then you don't text back, and et cetera, I feel that he starts to get really upset and panicky, and you just have to let that go. So, but December is when I see you with someone new.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day. All right. And for everybody that's listening, if you want a more detailed reading, if I talk to you today and you want more answers, again, check out my website, the www.jenniferopsychic.com or the HawaiiPsychicGen.com. I do readings over the phone for everybody out there all the time. I have tons of clients on the mainland. And I do readings by email as well. You can check out my prices on there, or if you're in Oahu, I do schedule in-person ones also. And we have our next caller, 202.
Hi, this is Ada. How are you?
Good. How are you, Ada?
I'm good. I have a relationship question.
Okay.
I feel like I'm at a crossroads, deciding if I should try to hang in there with the relationship I'm in or just walk away. And I was wondering if you could take a look at it for me and possibly give me some insight so I, know how to make my decision.
I feel like you're not being very well respected in this relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel that you're being treated disrespectfully and a little bit like not an equal partner, like, and just you're not treated like an equal, I want to be with you, I'm so happy you're in my life type partner. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and so no, I do not feel like this is a very good relationship for you. I actually feel really sad. I feel like your heart is really sad. And that's kind of beating you down a little bit because it's making you feel bad. You're not understanding because you have a lot to offer, and you're not understanding. You're a very giving person, and you really are thoughtful also of the people that you are with, or the relationships that you have, and you're not in return getting that at all. In fact, the person that you're with now is very not thoughtful to you. So, yeah. And I just feel like it's not bringing out the best in you. And what I tell people, and I have a book coming out that will be coming out soon for all of you that's listening. One of the things I talk about in there is about chemistry with people and how if they're not bringing out the best in you and raising your vibration to make you feel really good. And don't get me wrong, everybody out there, you will not get along with your relationship or with your guy or girl 24/7, not going to happen. But for the most part, for the majority of your relationship, that person should make you feel good about yourself and should make you feel like they're happy you're in their life. And he does not make you feel like that you are he is happy that you're in his life. He almost makes you feel like an inconvenience sometimes, right?
Yeah, because, and it's just crazy because I don't know if it's mind games or what, but like an earlier time I had tried to end it, and he came back and said, no, I want you in my life, I want you in my life.
Because that's a control thing. That's and not like a control thing, like a necessarily mean control thing, but that's when he's lost control and he's like, oh my God, she might leave. Oh, I better be nice now. No, really, it's kind of like, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence type thing, but once you jump the fence, you're like, no, it's not. Once he really thinks that you may draw somebody else into your life, that's when he starts going, oh, no, wait, I really think all these wonderful things about you. And he starts even believing that himself, and he starts remembering why you got together in the first place. But the problem with him is he has very short-term memory. So when he thinks about those things, it's really brings you back in, then it goes away too quickly, and then you're right back to square one. You need somebody who's going to be at least try to be at square one and try to be respectful and love you for who you are, at least 70% of your relationship, not 70% when you decide to leave. So, no, I don't like the relationship for you. I think that it's not nurturing to you and your heart. And I would like to see you get out of the relationship because it'll bring somebody better into your life. Actually, rather quickly, though. I think summertime, if you decide to choose to let this one go. It's your choice.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you can look into this, but because this is a long-distance relationship, and I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't even need to look into this. I don't need to look into this because I really think it's not good for you, and it doesn't matter why he's doing what he's doing because he's not treating you well, and you won't be able to change that, you know? You can't change him. So it's not working for you, and get something that is working. When you stick with something that's not working for you, you stop something that is working for you coming into your life. Do you see what I mean?
Very true.
Like the longer that you try to figure this out, the longer it won't change anything. But what it will do is prolong you from being in a very happy relationship. That's what it will do. Because you could sit here, we could sit here, I could look into it, you could analyze it, I could tell you all kinds of things that's going on with him, but it still comes down to the same thing. The fact of the matter is your relationship is what it is. It's not working. He's not respectful. You're not getting anything out of it. You're not being uplifted. Your vibration, you're being pulled down. He lowers your vibration. And God, we don't need any more stuff to lower our vibration. We have plenty of other stuff on our plate to do that on their own. So we definitely need a partner that is a partner in crime, somebody who is helpful to us, not somebody who just makes you feel drained and trying to question your own self. I mean, he leaves you questioning what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that is not the problem. You shouldn't be questioning what you're doing. So again, I don't even need to look into it. It's not working for you. It's not going to change. It will continue to do this the whole time you're in this relationship. Every time you try to leave, he will try to draw you back in. And you can do this as long as you want to. I mean, you could do it for the next 3 years if you choose to. But you will be doing this for the next 3 years. So either be in the relationship and decide it is what it is, you're okay with that, or get out and decide that you're not going to waste your time with this anymore and you're going to move on. But if you're going to stay in it, don't fool yourself. Accept it for what it is and enjoy it for what it is. It's inconsistent and it's not great, but you're going to enjoy the time that you enjoy. Either way. Do you see what I'm saying?
You're right, and I know what I'm going to do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and you have good luck. And if you're not one of my Facebook friends, again, please add me. And I do quotes all the time, every week, and we do the Blog Talk show every Saturday at the same time. So come back and listen again, and I would love to have you back.
Okay, thank
you. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I cannot get to the other callers. The show is ending. And, again, check out my website, www.jenniferopsychic or hawaiipsychicjen.com. Okay. You have a wonderful day out there, everybody. Mahalo.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.